Patrick McNeil back here with you at the intermission. It's time now for 10 questions with Eagles rookie defenseman Tomas Lavoie. Thomas, the same one I start all the guys with. Who's your favorite NHL team?
I really like a Montreal Canadiens and Toronto Maple Leafs. That's really too.
Interesting. You like those two teams together.
Yeah.
I've had 3 different guys, Quebec guys, say they like the Leafs this year. I did not expect that. Are the Leafs more popular in Quebec than we know?
I think so. They got superstars like Austin Matthews, Mitchell Marner, and all these players. So that's why we like them, I think.
I guess that makes sense. People usually become fans of teams because of players. Thomas, Does Tomas Lavoie have any allergies?
Kiwi.
How old were you when you discovered that one?
I think I was 9 years old.
That's interesting because that's not a very common food. So I guess that's a good thing. I guess that's a good thing. That means you're not going to be likely to be activated in your allergies. Any level of hockey can be this season in the queue, could be at U17s. Who's the toughest forward you've had to play against?
I'm thinking U17 when I play against another Canadian team. Barclay Caton, he was first overall in the WHL, I think, this year. Such a skilled guy, got great hands, good speed, good skate. It was tough to play against him.
What is Thomas's best subject in school?
Really like math.
The most popular answer, I think. The guys love the numbers. They love stats.
Yes.
What is your favorite rink to play in? Can be any level of hockey.
I think Halifax and Quebec are the best to play in.
You like the big rinks? How excited are you for the second half? You'll get to go to Halifax a bunch of times.
Yes, really excited to play in Halifax.
It's always good when there's a big game between the Eagles and Mooseheads, too.
Always.
A lot of Eagles fans there, too. That makes it more
fun.
What's the best sandwich you've ever had? Your favorite sandwich?
I think it's the footlong at the Subway with steaks and cheese. That's my favorite one.
That's your go-to? We get the chance to have that on the road, so that's nice.
Yes.
I like to test the guys' memories about guys that play in the NHL, see how far your memory goes back. Does Tomas Lavoie know who Chris Phillips is, and what could he tell me about him, if so?
Chris Phillips? No.
Any guesses on what NHL team he would have played for?
Chris Phillips sounds like, I'll say, Detroit Red Wings.
Same division. He played with Ottawa for over 1,000 games, actually.
Okay.
Just kind of out of your memory.
Yes.
What game, it could be a card game, it could be a video game, what game makes you the angriest when things don't go well?
I don't play video games, so that's tough.
Okay. What about maybe a board game or a card game that just tends to get you frustrated if things aren't
poker.
going well?
Poker.
Okay.
Yeah, when I lose all my chips, that makes me angry.
Were you playing poker on the boat to bake them out?
Yes, I was playing with the boys, and I'll say even.
You say even? Okay, very good. You weren't too angry that day, then.
Yeah.
Has Tomas Lavoie ever been to an NHL game? And if you have been, what can you tell me about the first one you ever went to?
Yes, I've been to an NHL game, and my first one, I think I was 4 years old. I came with my parents at the Bell Center. The Montreal Canadiens were playing against Tampa Bay Lightning. Martin St. Louis was still there and Vincent Lecavalier too. So they were the good team this year. That's my first NHL game.
Do you remember who won the game?
No, I was young, and after the first period, I was crying, and I just wanted to left to go back home, so I don't remember.
It might be scary for a kid, all those people.
Yes, I think so.
Vincent Lecavalier played in the queue the first year the Eagles were in the queue. That was the only year that he played against Cape Breton. That's a long time ago. This is the last one for part 1. Thomas, before this interview, what was the last thing you watched on YouTube?
I think that was something with the car, like a Jeep Trackhawk. The sound of that thing.
You big car guy?
Yeah, I like cars.
Lots of YouTube channels for that, for sure. That is all for part 1 of 10 Questions with Tomas Lavoie. You're listening to the intermission of Cape Breton Credit Union Eagles Hockey, 1270 CJCB.